Right, what's going on, boys? Narcolepsy is back, and in today's video, we're going to talk about Mr. KSI GDBT because he's about to be deleted from YouTube. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend, pretty much the man that's been running UK YouTube for the past 10 years, is about to be deleted off of the website. And you want to know why that reason is? Because he reacted to a video with a child safety in it, as if YouTube actually really cares about that. But yeah, before today's video starts, boys, if you could leave a subscribe because we're almost, and I mean fucking almost, at 900 subs, and then once we're at 900 subs, we're in the final stretch to 1,000, boys. And also, whilst you're down there subscribing, leave a quick little like. It helps the channel grow in the algorithm. Thank you, love you. Pretty much, KSI tweeted this tweet saying, "One more strike and it's over, lol. I feel like it's inevitable anyway. I physically can't watch every single video I've made on my second channel to see if there's any child safety in it." And as you can see in this screenshot, he's got 2 strikes, which means he's very on the verge of being fucking terminated. And he brings up a good point in this, which every YouTuber brings up whenever YouTube pulls something like this. How are YouTubers, especially YouTubers that have been on the website as long as KSI, supposed to check through every single video they have? They've been on YouTube for 10 plus years. You expect someone on their own to look through 10 years worth of videos just to find ones that might possibly be child endangering, even though your TOS on that is vague, very vague, because you say something and you don't actually mean it. YouTube can just decide what they would consider child safety. So realistically, it's a lose-lose for KSI. And if he gets one more strike, he's gone forever. And people are like, oh, he's still got his main channel. And the people that say that, I don't think they understand the process of termination. Because once one channel's gone, you're not allowed on YouTube anymore. So they'll just delete your other channel too. Take Leafy for an example. That man got his main channel deleted, obviously. But they also deleted his second channel and any new channels that he tried to make. Once you're terminated, YouTube don't want you anymore. And KSI also tweets here about how he doesn't think it's fair. Because no matter how big his team is, it's almost impossible to look through over at least 5,000, 5,000 videos. Like, that used to be his gaming channel, and he used to post almost daily on that channel for about 3 years. So you can imagine just how many videos there will be that could have potentially new TOS breaking stuff. Because what YouTube do is, if you upload something that was well within the TOS at the time of you uploading it, but then they change their TOS in the future to something that is now against the old TOS, they don't care. They just apply the new rules to that old video, even though that old video used to fall under the terms of service. So it's not your fault or the YouTuber's fault that it doesn't fall under the terms of service anymore. That's YouTube's fault. And usually when YouTube get called out and stuff like this, they blame it on their bot, like, oh, the bot's, the bot's still learning. It doesn't fucking matter. You're the biggest video streaming company ever. You should be able to have the funds to get a good enough team to make the bot work. Like, for a company this big with this much money, I just don't think they should be having these kind of problems. Unless, of course, this is the way Susan wants the website to go. She wants to get rid of all of the best creators on the platform and just leave people like Ryan's World.
What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef!
Why are we still here?
And just all the kids channels, YouTube Kids, just put that over there, alright? That doesn't exist. Normal YouTube is where it needs to be family friendly. And I'm honestly surprised people like Will and E, Memeless, I'm Alex, all just any commentary YouTuber aren't being targeted as well, because it's obvious Susan doesn't want commentary on the platform. She never has done. Even back in the heyday of commentary, 2016, she was giving commentators problems because we're too negative, when in reality commentary is just honest. And Susan doesn't like that. Yeah, obviously responses to the tweet were as you would probably expect them to be. People being like, nah, it's a false strike, it's a false this, it's a false that. And the thing is as well, YouTube will strike down KSI for react to some videos with children in it, even though he marks his videos as not for kids, which is something I've never got okay. I get it's for the copper law, but if you mark your videos as not for kids, how can you then get your videos strike down for child safety? You marked it as not for children. I don't know, none of it makes sense to me at all. Obviously, I don't understand it fully because I don't work at YouTube. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it's kind of a cringe moment. Just fucking cringe. Like, Susan, mate, I know you're probably going through your midlife crisis or your menstrual cycle, but come on, love, just cut us all some fucking slack, please. And this is honestly why it's kind of important to have a network. I know people say networks don't really matter anymore. And I agree to an extent, they pretty much get like 40% of your revenue for doing nothing. But if you're with a good network, this is when they help, you know, on the back end of your channel getting falsely terminated. You know, you can contact your network and be like, yo guys, YouTube done goofed. Help me out. I'm not with a network. I could potentially get on with one in the future when I start getting paid. I'm not really sure. I'll have to discuss that with some of my other YouTuber friends, you know, because I have those, okay? I promise. But yeah, I just really don't get how any of it works. If someone could explain it in the comments, I'd be actually really appreciative because, you know, I can tend to be a bit dumb, you know? I don't just... Can you fucking blame me for not wanting to read through about 50 pages of just text on top of text of the YouTube TOS? I probably need to for when my channel grows a little bit, so you know I can protect it, but I'll do that when it comes to it, you know? Right now, I don't feel like reading through about 50 pages of just complete nonsense. But yeah, do I think there's 2 strikes from KSI justified? No, not really. Like, YouTube is so vague with child safety rules on YouTube. Like, literally, you could have a video of a child falling over in your video and you will get a strike for that. But yeah, you got people like Danielle Cohn, who's literally like 15, sexualizing herself on YouTube. But that's fine. That's not a danger to children. That's just, you know, some kids messing around. But yeah, YouTube's just kind of off their rocker nowadays. Like, I don't even think they know what they're doing, to be honest. Like, Susan's getting old and senile. Like, she's what, almost 60 probably. But if you're watching this, Susan, you're a beautiful woman, alright? But please, for the love of God, fix your website. Stop just piling code on top of code and actually think of a better way so you can potentially go back and fix some things, okay? Because if you don't know, what YouTube do is they just pile code on top of code. So if a problem does happen with older code, it's pretty much impossible to fix, which, you know, for a multi-billion-dollar company, you would think is not the smartest way to do things. But I don't know their thought process behind it, if there even fucking was one at all. I'm perfectly fine with YouTube. Well, I'm not perfectly fine with it, but YouTube can take down your older videos if they think they don't want it on their platform anymore, sure. But should they give you a strike for it? I don't think so. I don't agree with that. I think they should contact you or give you a warning saying, delete this within 24 hours, otherwise we will give you a strike. Because after the YouTuber posts that, 5 years down the line, how are they meant to remember, you know what, that one particular video I posted 5 years ago might be not very good for children or YouTube TOS nowadays. Just not realistic. I think YouTube needs to come up with some better ways, like I said, you know, maybe give us a warning before stuff like that happens, instead of just striking off the bat. Or not even take the video down, just give them like a certain segment of the video to cut out that has the child safety endangerment in it and just cut it out. There are much easier solutions to this, to potentially taking away someone's job over something that they could have literally forgotten about. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, boys. Just a ranty type video, you know, because it kind of pissed me off that YouTube are about to get rid of KSI. You know, someone that I grew up on watching, you know, so obviously I'm going to be a bit emotionally invested in that. Yeah, that's going to be all for me for today's video, boys. Join my Discord server, give it a check out. It's kind of dying again, so I need your help to revive it. Check out my Twitter, that's also in the description. All my social medias are in the description if you really care that much about me to follow me on them. Consider checking out the Patreon because we are on the move towards a new camera. That's also pretty cool. And yeah, most importantly, like and subscribe. We're almost at 900 and we're on the push to 1000. Appreciate you watching, boys. See you in the next one. Peace out, people.